Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is just laughing and catching up on all things Real Housewives of Miami, first I want to talk about Guerdy calling out Kenya. um I want to get into that a little bit at the top, and then we can just talk about the girls, Alexia versus Dr. Nicole, Alexia versus Adriana, and we will just get into it. But before we dive in, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And also check out our description box down below. We have a free newsletter. You get a free self-love guide when you get it. We also have books, movies, podcasts, and courses and more. So treat yourself and check out our description box. So with that, let's dive right on in. So I know that this wasn't on the episode. Hey, artist, what's up? He says, hello, Candy. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? I know this wasn't on the episode, but everyone's been talking about it. So I thought we could start the conversation with this. So this is according to Reality Blurb. It says Real House of Miami star Guerdy talks negative encounter with Kenya Moore. It offers an update on Martina's cancer battle. Guerdy was disappointed by an encounter she had with Kenya Moore at BravoCon in October 2022. While looking back at the fan festival before offering an update on Martina's cancer battle, the Real Housewives of Miami cast member 45 admitted that after idolizing Kenya 52 as, quote, the queen of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and introducing herself to her at the event, she found that Kenya wasn't as nice as she'd hoped. I had one encounter that really kind of like broke my soul in a way because I fix crowns, Guerdy said on Page Six's virtual reality TV podcast. And maybe it wasn't shady on purpose because we were all over the place, but I saw Kenya and I'm like, oh my gosh, Kenya, hi. And she goes, oh, hi, which show are you on again? Like that. And I was like, okay, ma'am, I'm moving right along. Okay, queen. But the way she said it, it was kind of like, hey, be nice, Guerdy shared. Although their interaction wasn't ideal, Guerdy said she isn't holding a grudge. I love Roa, of course, and I think she's a queen. I mean, she is the queen, she explained. She's amazing, so it was a little disappointing that was the response. But all good in my hood. Trust me, listen, honey, onwards always. On the latest season of Real House of Miami, Guerdy has shown off her fire captain husband, Russell. Russell is fine. But according to the event planner, fans have not seen the full Russell experience. He's effing hot. He's a thing. You'll get to see it, she teased. I agree. I think Russell's fantastic. Also on Page Six's podcast, Guerdy said that Martina, 66, is, quote, doing great after being diagnosed with both throat and breast cancer. It's looking very, very positive, she confirmed, and it's on the preventative side. When they found out, it's early, and we pray, and that's it. We're keeping our heads down and hoping for the best for her. Okay, this is the thing. Guerdy, you are in very, very good company, okay? Very good company. We did a deep dive on this, I think it was over the summer or the fall, on how Kenya Moore has such shady pick-me energy when it comes to putting down other beautiful, attractive, intelligent, successful Black women. She has a problem with it. She did the same thing to Ebony K. Williams when Ebony K. Williams was on New York. Instead of, just try. And this is the thing. Let me say this first. I don't think that just because, you are the same sex or the same race of somebody that you have to be friends. Obviously not, all, I don't know, Latina women, they all don't have to be friends, right? Like, I get that. That's not what I'm saying. But I also just think that particularly when you're female and particularly when you're minority females, you don't have to be somebody's enemy. You don't have to put them down. You don't have to shade them. You don't have to, try to embarrass them or belittle them in order to make yourself feel better, right? And we've seen that Kenya has done this consistently. She did it with Ebony K. Williams in New York. She tweeted, oh, stop using the race card, Ebony, when she was defending like Luann and Ramona, which is crazy. She did it to Cynthia in the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. You know, Cynthia was supposed to be her bestie, but she played Cynthia like a freaking fiddle because she was sucking up to Melissa Gorga, Kyle Richards, and Luann as well. She did it to Garcelle. Remember, she said that Garcelle was playing the race card when Garcelle had a very important conversation with Kyle about the implications of what it's saying that, oh, you don't pay your charity ticket or whatever the nonsense that was coming out of Vile Kyle's mouth, you know? So this tracks with Kenya Moore's behavior. So, Guerdy, you're in good company. If Kenya Moore is coming for you like this, it just means you're beautiful and she's intimidated by you and you're doing the damn thing. And it's really sad because I actually think Kenya is a very beautiful, very intelligent, very successful, driven woman. And she does not have to attack and belittle and demean other beautiful, Black, intelligent, driven, successful women in order to increase her shine. It actually diminishes it. And that's what Guerdy said. She goes, oh, I was so excited because I fix crowns. And when she says I fix crowns, that means when I see another queen, you know, I acknowledge her. You know, I straighten her crown. I have my crown, you have the crown, you know, rather than try and take you off your throne. So I feel better. So I thought that was really interesting. So I thought that was a pretty interesting thing just to talk about. But now, and I want to know what you guys think, you know, put it down below. Oh, do you think that Kenya is really just the overall pick-me person? Do you think it comes from her own twisted relationships she's had with women in her own life? What do you guys think? Put it down below. Now, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box real quick. Hey, artist. Foxy says, hey, Candy the Canes. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Darlene says, hey, Candy. I think she's going at Kenya just to get her name out there. What better way, in my opinion, just hit the like. Thank you so much for hitting the like button, Darlene. That's also a really good point. It does, you know, Miami, and that's the thing about Miami, right? It's really good. And we're all like loving it. But I'm not sure if it's like in the spotlight as much as it should be or as much as it could be. And this does give us something more to talk about, something a little bit juicier, something more fodder. But I also think Kenya does sort of have this pattern of belittling or trying to clown other beautiful, successful Black women. You know, look at what she did to Cynthia. She was like laughing at Cynthia when Cynthia didn't know about the wine stuff when she was trying to do the Bailey cellar wines and all that stuff. So I don't know, but that is a good point. Foxy says, true, Candy. Yes, the dull one says it's a reality show. It is all in the script. All right. Well, that's good to know. All right. Now let's flip to, oh, wait. Strawberries and Candy says, remember Kenya has said negative things about Lupita Nyong'o too after meeting her. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I agree with Darlene, how she's saying, you know, maybe it's a ploy to get her name out there. But also, I agree with what Strawberry is saying and other stuff. It's that Kenya does have a pattern of this. Like, if it was just Guerdy saying she had this experience, then yeah, maybe she's doing it for clicks and views and clout. But because Kenya does have this pattern of multiple times over time, I tend to believe Guerdy. I really do. Mademoiselle says, I would never give Kenya the time of day. She is so nasty. Bloop. That part. All right, let's move on to some of the current feuds that's going on. Okay, should we start with